Emotionally, this is bad on so many levels. There's a lady in Philadelphia who was on the train and she was attacked by a man while other people watched and possibly even filmed. And it's a horrible situation. He harassed her for 40 minutes and then he attacked her for 9 minutes. And during this time, there were people there and there's cameras there. So what they're saying is, what police are saying is that people were watching and maybe some people were even filming it with their cameras. And it's so sad because this is somebody's, sister, somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, this person. And you would think in a public situation that you can feel safe. You're surrounded by people, you can feel safe. But when she was sitting by herself, she's harassed by this guy. And obviously there's something wrong with this guy, that he attacks her on this train in front of all these people. There's something wrong with him. He's in jail right now. But at the same time, folks that watched it, not to pass judgment on it, it's hard not to pass judgment on it, but I just wonder what goes through people's mind who can watch such a thing and not get involved and somehow, like in the minimalist way, get involved, whether you make a phone call to the police, whether they have these emergency things within the trains where you can push and alert something. When the police were called, they got there in 3 minutes, but they didn't come until somebody who was outside the train, a person who was off duty, who was just saw the train go by, said that something doesn't look right, so they called the emergency. And the police got there in 3 minutes, but the assault went on for 9 minutes. This lady suffered for 9 minutes, even though she doesn't remember anything to that point until the people arrived. But so it's horrible. Anytime, that's like your worst fear, to know that there's an assault out there, that somebody you care about is assaulted. A family member, mother, daughter, wife, best friend, anybody. It's horrible. We wouldn't want that to happen to anyone. And we teach each other how to react safely in these places, stay in a lit area, make sure you're around people, these kind of things. And then you're in this situation and you're still not safe. You're around many people who could help you and you're still alone, because as he's harassing her for 40 minutes and then he assaults her for 9 minutes, the folks that were close by didn't do anything. And I wonder, and I try not to be judgmental, but I wonder, why not? I wonder, why was nothing done? Why did these folks not feel the need to do anything? Why did they not do anything? Why did they feel the need not to call the police? Was it because they're afraid they were getting it wrong? Or they're waiting for someone else to step forward? Were they afraid for their lives? What is the reason? But then you hear this other part of it, which is some of the people had cameras on. So it suggests that they were possibly filming this. So you're thinking, wow, what goes through a person's mindset then? How do you separate yourself from somebody who's being attacked and assaulted, where you pull out your camera and you're filming it? What are we filming it for? Entertainment? It's like, where is the humanity? We're all connected together, all of us. And to think about this situation as we watch it or hear about it, we're all hurting. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and as I was talking to them, they're almost in tears, because not only were they upset because the lady was attacked, but they're so disappointed in the people that are on that train that didn't react. I would like to hear from them why they didn't react.
Yeah, Jason, we've talked to investigators who say, in point of fact, while this woman was being attacked, there were passengers on the train. They did apparently witness what was going on and apparently did nothing about it. Septa tonight is defending its response to the rape on the L, and it's asking, though, passengers who see something wrong to please help them.
The attack was brutal. It was wicked, and the worst part is when the people were watching.
Several people watching, some within arm's length, says Upper Darby Superintendent of Police, whose officers are investigating the rape of a female passenger on the Market-Frankfurt line Wednesday night on a train heading west to Upper Darby.
It's a horrendous act, and unfortunately we live in a time right now where there are horrendous things, as always.
Arrested is 35-year-old Fishton Noy, who investigators say is seen on a train security camera sitting next to the alleged victim, touching her, and then raping her. Investigators say a female Septa employee called in the attack, which was relayed on radio about the attacker disrobing on a train at 56th Street Station. Septa says Noy was arrested at 69th Street Station on the train in the act. This afternoon, Septa's general manager and its police chief met reporters at the station to urge passengers to speak up when they see trouble.
You believe the agency's response was adequate and timely and did what it was supposed to do?
It was a very quick response, and let me say to everybody, there are 28,000 cameras on the Septa system. You will be videoed.
Any idea why anybody couldn't get to him?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about less than 3 minutes, Jeff. And in 3 minutes' time, police are coming in contact with that person and making an arrest. I think that's pretty good.
Investigators say the victim got on the train after having a few beers, maybe apparently after work, say that she did not certainly know her attacker, tried to push him off, couldn't, that she may have then gone into shock when he attacked her. What to do, says Septa, if you see something horrific or just something going wrong on the train, is to obviously call 911 or use Septa call boxes on those trains.
So that was happening, awful situation. And to think about this situation, it touches our humanity, because if we can help another, we definitely should. I'm not saying anybody put themselves in danger, but I'm saying, but you can at least make a phone call, call 911. If you're brave enough, you can intervene. I don't think the person had a weapon. Very confused and very hurtful to know that this lady was attacked in the way she was around people and nobody did anything. It's very disturbing. It's hard to understand that type of behavior. I'm not, because I try not to be judgmental on it. People are complicated. I don't know how a person is able to face themselves or justify watching such a horrific act and they just sit there. I'm not understanding the mindset and the cowardice of that kind of a person.